Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Mystica here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So for the while, this is going to be the third episode we're going to do, and after this we're going to go back to playing Sonic Adventure 2 for a couple of episodes, because last time we had left that off, we were actually a good chunk through the hero story mode, and we need to kind of get back to that, see if we can finish that up, and then probably depending on how long that takes us, and maybe we can get into the dark story mode, and then depending on how that goes, then we'll come back to this. But let's go ahead and go back into this one, which is where we last left off. So we were at the next poem. Let's see. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm questioning how we should write this. I don't know if it really matters if we actually want to try to actually attract any of these girls in particular, or we just want to just kind of go about it and just do whatever and see how it goes. Kind of wing it. See what the game lets us do. So, let's see. Depression. Whatever reason Yuri likes that. Broken. That's another one she seems to like. Hurt. Disoriented. Aren't a lot of these the same words from the last time though? Essence. Cry. Honestly, I will be honest with you guys, I really don't care too much as far as doing this right now. I mean, I don't know, I mean, it's okay I guess for the moment, but I had a kind of a crap day at work today. You know, the way things were going and stuff and crap like that, and it's like, do I even care too much about this game at the moment? Do I care about anything at the moment? I don't know. Guess we'll see where it goes. Unrequited. Honestly, what would have been a nice thing to do, and I guess this is just my opinion, I guess. Defeat. Actually, let's choose this random smart word. We should try choosing some of the smart sounding words. Doop-a-doo. Agonizing. Vertigo. It's funny how vertigo is a smart word. Yeah, suicide, I don't care. Like I said, I'm really not too much into it. The work today was kind of crap. I mean, it's always crap, I guess, as far as work goes. Headphones. Why would that be one? Infallible. Lust. Oh, okay, that's one she's into, apparently. Doki Doki. I should actually look up what that word means. I don't know what that word meant, but okay. Alright. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Connor. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Was she not in a good mood the last time? I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things of you, anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Oh, they have snack machines? In their high school? Huh. Did my high school ever have snack machines? We had a snack bar during lunch. No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Wait, she has a purse? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin. Oh, a coin purse. I was thinking, like, I wouldn't imagine her having a purse. Well, maybe in a way I could kind of imagine it, but she'd probably lose it or something. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see it right through you, Sayori. Oh, so she broke. She was gonna have him buy food for her. She had no money. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Oh, hi, Yuri. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Yeah, where was she this entire time? Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Connor to let me borrow some... What? Tell Connor to let me borrow some money? That's not nice, Yuri. You need to keep your own money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. She said the wrong word. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What the fuck? Pwap. Okay, yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is this a miracle? Of course, apparently gods decided to give her a cookie. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. Wait, she threw the cookie in your face, though. I mean, I know you got a free treat, but she still threw it at your face. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Really? Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Oh, what the heck. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Connor. Monica smiles sweetly. Yeah, I'm sorry, she still creeps me out. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, music changed. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. Oh, okay, so I know what this scene is, actually. Which that is another thing, too. I'm noticing with this game, because I've watched a little bit of a few other people Let's Playing, not too far into it, but I'm noticing that certain scenes, you eventually do see stuff depending on what you're doing. So yeah, so the poems that you're writing definitely affect cutscenes, actually. And if she's going to do what I think she's going to do, I've already seen this part before, but we'll see. Let's see if it's the same exact thing or not. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. It's nice to know this guy doesn't catch any hints, does he? I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. Oh, okay, on second thought, I don't think this is the exact same thing from what I've seen other people play. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Well, that's unfortunate. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Connor? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Okay, yeah, so this is starting to turn into the part that I've seen other people get to. But the thing is, some of the other people I've seen play this game, they get this part happening first, though. I guess it just depends on the poems and what you do. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Aw, she's embarrassed. That sucks. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. I mean, if you guys both have a copy of the same book, why don't you just read from the books or something? I mean, to be fair, if you both start on the same page, you hopefully will finish at the same time or something. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Okay, yeah, so this is the part I'm thinking of, because I've seen tons of other people get this scene coming up first, as opposed to the other way around. But whatever. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. Not gonna lie, this would be a weird way to read a book. I mean, you both each have a copy of the book. You can both read your own copies, but anyway. Because, like, this is the sort of thing they have you do, like, whenever you're in elementary school and stuff, and you're sharing books with people. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Yeah, of course you are. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. You're just turning pages of a book, okay? My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Well, that's not too unusual. There are definitely some people that are a lot like that. I think this is part of the reason why I kind of like Yuri a little bit. Because I will admit, I like all, more or less, the characters, although I kind of know a little more about Monica now than I probably should have, in all honesty, and I will admit that's of my own choosing. But Yuri, though, her personality, I can definitely relate to it quite a bit, or at least this basic, quiet personality she has. Because I unfortunately who am I kidding? I still am. I'm still a heavy introvert myself, and I will admit socialization is not my best perspective. I mean, heck, even online, I'm not very good at it, unfortunately. At least, not good at it for a point. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Connor, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. And of course she interrupts. Oh, poor Yuri. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back. Good lord. Once again, I know I've said this the past 2 previous episodes, but to the developer, please, white on light pink is not a good choice. Anyway, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Doesn't matter. Should we just go in order? Maybe we'll just go in order today. We'll go with Sayori first. Ooh, I like this one, Connor. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. Nah, I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. I wouldn't lie to you, Connor. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my own heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Once again, that's foreshadowing, it sounds like. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in my mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Yuri. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Oh my goodness, the mind process of this character is so simplistic. It's like My Little Pony practically. Sort of simplistic. Like she makes me think of the character Pinkie Pie, she really does, but if anything, if this game's telling us something bad's probably gonna happen to her. Something bad's gonna always happen to everybody in this game, I bet you. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Connor. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh, this one's longer this time. Okay, let's see. Bottles. I pop off... What? Wait. I pop off my scalp like the... Is that what that is? I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbery together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside of my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. Oh, I've got that doesn't sound good considering that, like I said, I've kind of looked a little bit into some bits of this game. Let's just say happy thoughts ain't so happy thoughts, from what I found out. I'm not trying to spoil it for anyone in case nobody's actually seen this game played before. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend. Wait, she spelled the word friend wrong? I don't know. More bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the What? It shatters against the That's what she wrote. She wrote the twice in there for some reason. I guess it's a misspell or something. Between my feet, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Holy crap. Yuri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. That's concerning. Once again, I'm telling you, Monica, there's something off of Monica. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. That's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Oh boy. Don't get ahead of yourself. Yuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Okay, let's go to Natsuki. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. Well, I'm very sorry if you don't like it. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean. Ugh. Oh crap, we pissed her off. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh, okay, so the game is keeping in mind I'm not actually trying that hard to do anything for her at all. Wait a minute, I don't get to read what she wrote? Okay, I guess not. So apparently, if you don't write anything that impresses a certain girl, you don't get to read nothing. Excuse me. Alright, Yuri, your turn. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Connor, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only write for myself. Crap, see, I'm not even reading right because of the pink. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I'm gonna take it that, with the exception of the literature club, she doesn't really talk to anybody else. Like I said, it's just a hunch. Being an introvert myself, I'm really got the feeling that's what it is. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. And once again, we have the very, very pretty script that's hard to read. Okay, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as what? As an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. Well, technically any animal does that. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, and... what? And something. I don't know. I swear, her handwriting is hard to read. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slide the bread and I feed myself again. Okay. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Okay. Well, it's about a raccoon. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Well, obviously, because hobby... What do you mean, why to keep them to yourself? It's kind of obvious that certain hobbies that are not typically of the norms, not everyone is into, and unfortunately people can be judgmental. That's why, dude. Seriously, are you honestly... I'm questioning the intelligence of this man. Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Connor? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Who should I show my poem to next? We'll show it to Monica, because that's the only person left. Hi again, Connor. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Connor. I was going, ooh, my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me? The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. What? Sire to sign... I don't know, to something tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Huh. Methinks Monica's aware that this is a game. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short, I swear the words in this game. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Seriously, you're gonna give us another one? Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Thank you for telling me that. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? No, it's not. It's about saving the game. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, it's kind of clear she's self-aware, it seems. Because, that's the impression I'm getting. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Well, not everyone. I never got to read Natsuki's because she got so PO'd she wouldn't let me, but whatever. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Okay. Performing? Oh, but that's exactly what Oh, poor Yuri. Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Oh, that's why she's been having to write poems. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on. Good lord, I swear they're reading. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. What the fuck? What the hell was that? Okay, I think my microphone. Hold on. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. Sorry, having trouble reading in this time. If all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Wait, but I already read poems for the day. What? Are we gonna read more poems? Oh, good lord. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. Oh, good lord. Yep, we're doing more reading. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a furious and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this club's... It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Yuri meant when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Connor liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Yuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Connor. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Connor lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki progressively gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? I mean, why are you all looking at me? They're supposed to. Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I'd think it would be more the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's a big day. I can't wait! I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Connor, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Oh boy. Alright, how long have I been recording? Oh my goodness, this is gonna be nearly an hour. Good gosh. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, crap. Well, this is unfortunate. So she's asking... Oh, crap. Oh, the problem is... Okay, so it's kind of obvious why Sayori's asking us this. I'm gonna take a guess that Sayori might have a bit of a crush on us, unfortunately. Or has probably always had one. And, of course, she's probably noticing that because of what we're doing, more of what we're writing, I guess, is more impressing to Yuri, and also because we're spending more time with Yuri to some degree. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure, anyone who wants to hang out with someone that they really like and they actually have a crush on would love to do that, but, I mean, the reality is you really shouldn't forsake your friends for that, Yeah, we would still walk home with her. Sayori, you really think I would ditch I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Connor. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay. Well, let's see. Should we just... Because I'm keeping in mind that, like I said, we're gonna, after this episode, we're gonna go back to Sonic Adventure 2, so... Doop-a-doo. You're restrained. You're acquitted. Disoriented. Invaluable. I really think we're getting the same words the entire time. Wrath. Whatever this word means. Aura. Graveyard. Intellectual. Contamination. Disaster. Oh wow, we're picking nearly almost everything that Yuri likes. Tenacious. Massacre. Dark. Oh, that was one. Determination. Starscape. Vertigo. Entropy. Landscape. Crimson. Okay, so this is where we're gonna go ahead and stop. We at least got the poem. Yeah, that's a good thing. So we're gonna go ahead and stop. We're gonna save here. That's our empty slot. And then we're gonna go back to our main menu. And yes. Definitely next time, once we start saving, we're gonna have to start saving over the previous slaves though. That way we don't end up with like a crap load of saves that we don't need. But yeah, at least we got the poem written. It looks like the majority of it is pretty much just impressing Yuri. And not gonna lie, it's obvious that if anyone's going to die first, it's unfortunately probably gonna be poor Sayori here. Which I can't help but feel bad for. I really do. Really, really do. And of course, now we've gotten to a point where even Natsuki's all like, "Well, I don't want to read no poems to you because you're doing whatever." But I'm gonna say this right now. I've kind of looked a little ahead into certain things about this game, so I have a little bit of a perspective about what's going to happen. And let's put it for you this way: you kind of can't trust Monica to some degree. But that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil it, just in case anyone who's watching this particular Let's Play I'm doing has not actually seen anyone else play it, or you don't even actually know how the game ends yourself. So we're gonna go ahead, and this is where we're gonna stop for this for now. Next week we will actually go back to Sonic Adventure 2. That's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go back to Sonic Adventure 2 and get back into that. That way we can hopefully finish the hero story, and then depending on how many episodes we do of that, then we'll come back to this. But until then, you know the drill. If you enjoyed this episode, if you like what you saw, well, I did my outro wrong. But anyway, you know the drill. Like, first, subscribe, all the good stuff. And with that said, I see you guys around later. Bye.